Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. There's the whistle, and here we go. This is the lineup we've been given. How do you read it, Jim?
Well, what I like about this system, Peter, is the way in which both central midfielders have to work in tandem. If one opts to go forward, the other sits, and when one moves either side to snuff out an attack, the other will hold the central ground. Communication is obviously vital to make it a success, but this team knows what it's doing, and I think we're going to see that reflected.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Knocks it into space. And Messi! They've scored!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
The movement so precise. The finish sumptuous.
Galatasaray are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So, a breakthrough already. It's a goal kick. And he's forced to go back. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Now here's the delivery. That is good alertness. Galatasaray leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. He's had a shot! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
And this is Ibrahimovic. Now it's Cruyff, picked out brilliantly, takes aim and crosses. Baresi clears. Ball's gone out of play. Lovely feet. And this is Messi. And the shot! No, just not quite.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
And this is Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Yamal providing an outlet on that flank. And this is Messi. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. And he is deftly away. Lovely bit of skill. And he's there to retrieve it. Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival. And the shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Snyder actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Inter Milan are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, balls over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. Can he get it through? And this is Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic! And he hits the net. And there we have it, the two-goal cushion.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Galatasaray are now... And And the ball's come loose here. Oh, what has happened here? And it's Cruyff. Messi. And it's Schneider. Oh, Red, nice interception. Cruyff. Galatasaray, Casemiro with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So straight into the action.
There's a player below, Peter, that I admire on a professional and personal level, the one and only Raul.
He's just out on his own for consistency.
Indeed, and a terrific leader. Talent has to be backed up by hard work and tenacity, and he leads by example, hence the respect he commands.
Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. No way through. Batistuta, and he's cut it out. Nedved, and it's Nedved. And he's managed to get free. Nedved cross, and a header!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Neymar. Maldini. He has found the way through. Neymar. No, he's not getting his way this time. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He's got away. Tries to get it clear.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And it's been taken short. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. He's shifting through the gears here. Olise. Great chance! Azar. So what can they make of this? Knocks it into space. That is good alertness. Azar is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Hazard going face to face with his great rival. He's picked his way through. There's the shot! Goal! Galatasaray! And there is your opener. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
So we have the first goal.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Pass is just off target. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Messi providing an outlet on that flank.
Roma always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
He is through here. Batistuta. Cafu does really well to win the ball there. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Knocks it out wide. That's a throw. Raul. Now it's Messi. Now it's Batistuta. And that has left him in a heap. And it's Azar. Azar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Tries to play it through. It's a threatening ball. Real chance! And he hits the net. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react.
He's had a shot! Oh, he's been caught on it here. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Corner number 2 then. Olise getting this one clear. Bonucci gets a good foot in there. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Nedved. And the shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
Galatasaray really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Olise carries the ball down the right. De Rossi. Maldini is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Schneider.
This is the time you need that pace.
He's having a hit! Oh no, it's an own goal!
I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Listen, sometimes...
Messi! Oh, that was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Wan-Bissaka. Great vision, and he's picked it up out wide. Oh, great leap! That's it, 45 minutes up. Galatasaray are up by one then, but really feel they should be up by more. Caution certainly not on the agenda here, from both sides.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here, I think.
Delicately poised, it's 2-1. So we're underway for the second half. Cannavaro promptly onto that, and that is that. Looking for options for movement. And he's straight offside. The most accurate pass. Vieira. Now it's Ibrahimovic.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
That's been slipped through. Wan-Bissaka cuts out the pass. Well read, nice interception. Koeman kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. This looks promising. And he's running through. And this is... And the finish! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Cannavaro with the clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Yamal. Azar. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Cannavaro spots it and intercepts. And here's Batistuta. Cafu has given away a free kick. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Raul. Nicely aimed pass. Oh, easy pickings there. And here's Batistuta.
Batistuta really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And Batistuta! That's another chance! It's a foul, it's in the box, it's a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. So this to pull level. What a save from Peter Schmeichel! And he can clear it away. Raul. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Schneider plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. He's found a way through. Incoming to chance! Wonderful from Ibrahimovic! About as smooth as it gets. Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
It's great composure. He kept his eye on the ball until the last possible moment and then smash. No stopping that.
Galatasaray go up by 2 and are looking good.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
Yamal, and it's made its way to him.
The taker has to look for options because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Yeah, they've got to find a way around this huge height disadvantage. Played into space. Nicely worked. Ibrahimovic receives it in a wide position. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And this is Nedved. Khan gets it away. And that's it. So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.
Signore e signori, vi informiamo che la radiocronaca dell'incontro è trasmessa sulle frequenze della radio ufficiale del club.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Borussia Dortmund.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So it's down to business here. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, I'm really impressed with this guy, Jude Bellingham. For one so young, he has wonderful intelligence and a great ability to read the game. The most expensive 17-year-old.
Haaland! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Great chance! Oh, nearly. Opts for safety. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. He is through here. That is good strength. The ball goes in.
Well, from experience, I can tell you he'll get a lot of stick for getting that one wrong.
He's gone for goal. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Well, that has not gone well. Good effort from distance. And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Can he finish? This is their second corner of the game. Well, it's gone out again, and so we'll have a repeat corner. Borussia Dortmund have their third corner. Keeper's dealt with that. It's a promising position, produces a cross, and straight back out. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Well, quick thinking by the keeper, he did well. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Koundé kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Well, he's hit it long, but astray. Tries to play it through, and he's intervened well there. Baresi. Galatasaray, so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Nedved, he has found the way through. He leaps for it! Goal! Galatasaray! And Galatasaray have the lead. Certain, searing and imperious.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Galatasaray have penetrated for the first time.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Borussia Dortmund clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Nicely aimed pass. Shot could be on. Cuts it back. Tries a shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Schneider gets a foot in here. Ruben Dias gets over and intercepts. And the keeper takes decisive action. And it's Nedved. Look at the shapes to shoot! Goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Galatasaray are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Borussia Dortmund clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Short changes him with that pass. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, that's well spotted. That is ended up in no man's land. It's a pretty loose pass. Oh, good spread. And this is Messi. Saliba with the slide tackle there. That's going to go a long way. Baresi makes the interception. Nicely shaped ball. And he's straight offside. He's not got that quite right. That has been cut short. Vieira, nicely spread. Nedved. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Can he spark a counter here? Schneider. Ball's gone out of play. And that is a little undercooked. So, a temporary halt to the action. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
Galatasaray sitting pretty here. 2 goals putting them into the driving seat.
Substitution in progress.
So right back into the action. Now it's Schneider. Oh, that's beautifully weighted. Real chance! In he goes again. Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Yeah, he came away empty-handed in the end, but it was wonderful movement.
He is starved of space and time. Looking for a runner. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Now it's Ibrahimovic, and that could set him on it. It's Schneider! And that is well cleared. Not the most accurate pass. And he plays one through. He's got away. Takes aim and crosses. And the keeper gets his hands on it.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Well, played through for the wide man. And this is Schneider. And now they can clear their lines. Borussia Dortmund needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
And he's picked it up out wide.
Borussia Dortmund clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Koundé gathers from the goal kick.
Pretty robust defending.
Borussia Dortmund appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Pass just lacking in accuracy. Threads one in. Tries to pass it through. Vieira. Saliba promptly onto that, and that is that. Cafu gets across to intercept that. Nedved has the space to scheme. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Great vision. All the way back. Schmeichel, the type of keeper who instills great confidence in his back line. And the finish! It's hit the upright. De Jong. Szoboszlai looking for the run. And they win it back again. Haaland! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
It's come to nothing. Just about up to 75 minutes. And it's Messi, looking to play him in. Oh, Red, nice interception. Saliba gets it away. Nicely weighted ball. And this is Nedved. Nedved crosses. That's a decent clearance. Schmeichel. That's been cut out, well played. And this is Hazard. Tries to get it clear. Koeman calmly anticipates. Can he get on the end of this? And this is Schneider.
Substitution for Galatasaray.
So we have movement on both benches.
Messi. Number 7.
Surely now!
Number 4.
Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Oh, he went for it there knowing full well that it could have all been wrapped up.
Coming on the
Galatasaray
field,
are totally dominant in the middle of the park, and no way through zone.
Number 45, Osman.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Substitutions taking place.
Baresi kept his eye on it, and he's there. Gerrard. And this is Ibrahimovic. It's Ibrahimovic! They want to be quick to recover this. He slings it in. Oh, great leap! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Osimhen is offering a wry smile there.
Tacho spots
There
it
will be 1
and
minute
intercepts.
added time.
1 minute to add, according to the board. Cafu cuts it out. And we're done. Galatasaray can probably lay claim to the title of having been the better side here. Certainly more results-driven as they went about their business in an efficient... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The
Hello,
game yet to
everybody,
kick off.
and welcome
The
to
excitement
today's match.
already palpable.
Galatasaray against Rangers.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Well, here's a man who stunned everyone in that famous summer of 2002. He had a hand in his country's most famous goal, their most famous win, and he helped to introduce the footballing planet to Senegal.
Yeah, he did indeed, Peter. El Hadj Diouf, the undoubted driving force behind that fast, powerful, direct style of football that once shocked the world.
Baresi, and that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bonucci spots it and intercepts. Baresi. Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Cleared without hesitation. That's an imaginative pass. Nicely worked. Joe! What a save from Peter Schmeichel! Rangers with the corner, they're first. Vieira can get it clear. That's tidy. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, important interception. Galatasaray are looking to go forward. Decent chance! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him. Neymar looking for options for movement. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Has a look and place it forward. Fiore aimed beyond the defence. Well read, nice interception. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Galatasaray yet to have an attempt on goal. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's a shade optimistic. Howson is always looking to break lines. Can he get it through? And this is Messi. They want to be quick to recover this.
Messi clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way. Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
And the pass is intercepted. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Mateus tries to pass it through. Fiore's cross. And he gets rid in a hurry. And it's McAllister. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Looking for the run. That's a nicely shaped ball. And he's got the... He's had a shot! Goal! Galatasaray! And Galatasaray have the lead. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
The first breakthrough.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Can he get onto this? Neymar. Oh, that's neat.
Such good technique.
He has found the way through. Chance! Not a bad try by any means.
Mateus certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Rijkaard makes the interception.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Fiore, he's got away. Mateus, oh, good effort against the crossbar. That's a fair try, but just off target.
Well, that would have gone down as a bit of a waste. You're in a great position and you end up massively frustrated. It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Timber kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Ibrahimovic, chance for a shot! It's in! And they're threatening to fly away here. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
He's being... And Messi! But he's left disappointed.
Yeah, we can't fault him for the attempt, although it might have been a case of momentary tunnel vision then.
Well, that's been cut out, well played. And here's Messi. Threads one in. Now it's Messi. And the finish! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And that marks a high-octane end to the first half.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
Galatasaray firmly in control at the break. 2-0 the scoreline. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours,
Hello,
it might not
everybody,
feel
and
like that.
welcome to today's
The stadium
match.
is full of noise and energy.
Against
This certainly
Galatasaray.
matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff.
When you think great defenders, you've got to think Cannavaro.
Yeah, well, they don't come much better or bigger in stature. His qualities are obvious, but his winning mentality and cool temperament are all part of a first-class package.
It's everything you want.
Kane! And it's a goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Galatasaray finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Nedved. Lovely, now they... And Hullet! Well taken goal. They're level in a trice.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Galatasaray.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Number
Well, you've
15.
always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
Galatasaray restore parity.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Yamal hangs one in, and the ball is out of play. And it's Totti. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Rodri. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Can he spark a counter here? Messi. And there's the shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Messi is offering a wry smile there.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Vieira can see things others simply cannot. And here's Kane, Yamal. It's a really well-measured ball. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Hullet.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
No, not quite on the same wavelength. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Now it's Totti. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Messi. And it's Nedved. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's been intercepted. Koeman can clear it away. Semenyo. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Played in by Zambrotta. Approaching the half-hour mark. Now it's Messi. Pass somewhat off target. Tries to pass it through. Zambrotta. Totti. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Now it's Kane. Spread out to the left. He has found the way through. Oh, there's a probing ball. That has not gone well. And it's Rodri. And it's Totti. This looks promising. Messi. Baresi. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Pirlo. That's going wide left. Now it's Semenyo. Has a look up and delivers. And it's hoisted clear. Nedved. And he was quick to react. Yamal. And he skips past his man. Zambrota. Vieira. Ibrahimovic. That's Nedved. Well, that pass isn't the best. Semenyo. Now it's Kane. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Zambrota. Zambrota. He is through here.
There will be 1 minute added
Now
time.
here's a good battle. Bicep to bicep. Header! Marvellous goal! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So we have a breakthrough. And for the first half, that is that. So engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. Down to business again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Semenyo, a player who needs no introduction. And he's gone searching crossfield. He's had it taken off him. Yamal. He's looking wide. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. That's good play. Bullet. And the pass is intercepted. Yamal. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. He's got away. Terrific effort! And that's a sharp finish. And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
Now it's Yamal. He's found a way through. And it's Totti. Space for him to turn and look. Nice interception, well timed. And here's Semenyo. That's very neat. He's shifting through the gears here. And that's really well manoeuvred. Semenyo with an air of confidence about him, a certain swagger.
Well, you can't grumble when a player at least tries to make something happen.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Kane, renowned for his long-range shooting. It's a searching pass. Maldini. Now it's Totti. He's picked his way through. That is lovely. Semenyo going face-to-face with his great rival. Knocks it out wide. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Zambrotta, steaming on goalwards. Has a look and place it forward. Hullet looking understandably energised after his goal. Cafu, and it's Hullet. Rodri. Played out to the left flank. Nice bit of trickery. Oh, that's fabulous. Now it's Rodri. Pirlo threads one in. And again, he's sorted that out terrifically. Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? Ibrahimovic. That's been cut out, well played. Oh, this looks sharp. Pirlo. That's destined for the flank. And he's managed to get free. And he shoots! And it's there! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Greece palpably stronger, better, superior.
Pepe.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. He has found the... Messi! And somehow he kept it out.
He'll be irritated with that, Peter. He really did spring into life as he made his run.
Now it's Yamal. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Well read, and the danger is averted. Semenyo. Pirlo. Over to the right flank. Chiellini. And that is a little undercooked. And here's Kane. And that has been slung wide. He's found a way through. He's had a shot! And a neat finish. They are playing them off the park. And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Greece are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Good challenge, excellent challenge.
Oh, that's it.
Big chance! Oh, almost a sixth. Confirmation that there will be 2-minute stoppage time. And that is that. Galatasaray have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having no answer to it. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So we're up and running. Schmeichel reaching 3 figures in terms of his appearances for the club.
Yeah, this is the first big landmark he'll hit, Peter, so I'm not sure he sees any real significance in it, but to me, it's a foundation that can only stand him in good stead for the remainder of his career.
Well, that has not gone well. And it's Nedved. And here's Messi. That ball looks a good one. And pull it! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
That's a decent clearance. Van Bronckhorst. And he's quick to return it. And he welcomes it in. Messi! Oh, nice. Just not quite.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And this is Hazard. But it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Yeah, it's a good start, Peter, and they look hungry for goals, and they'll be aware of having to capitalise in such a good spell.
And it's Maradona. Looking for options for movement. Neymar. Oh, that's nice. Played into the ball. Oh, good play! He's delivered all right! It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Galatasaray finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Now that's well seen too. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Casemiro is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
Galatasaray really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Hazard. Now it's Messi. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nedved. Messi.
Munich genuinely seem like a side that's confident with the quality they have out wide. They certainly like their little intricate combinations and link-ups.
Well, that's the impression I'm getting.
Yeah, I think you'll want to make sure you give the opposition a different look with each attack. Variation, unpredictability. You know, that's always key to success.
Terrific effort! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Hullet. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? And Messi! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Galatasaray really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
They get a throw in. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Ibrahimovic. 30 minutes gone. And it's Neymar. Nedved. Messi. Hazard. A player so deservedly decorated with praise. And a shot! Di Maria. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Neymar, who's set up one goal so far. Darwin. Neymar. Crosses it in. Schmeichel claims it without any fuss. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, good spread. Di Maria just eases him off the ball. Azar. Nedved. Maradona. And it's Neymar. Stood up well to him there. Cannavaro kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Looking to play him in. Koeman calmly anticipates. Nedved. Oh, that's well spotted. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And he's intervened well there. Maradona.
Pretty robust defending.
And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. Casemiro. And it's half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Galatasaray go in at half-time with a game to chase.
With the father of a boy.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. The second period is underway.
Galatasaray really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? And this is Ibrahimovic, and he's managed to get free. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Can he latch on to this? Marquez kept his eye on it, and he's there. Has a look and plays it forward. Tries to play it through. Oh, they could be caught out. He shoots! And that's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
So that's two now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Substitution on the field. Number 13.
So time for change.
Maradona.
And this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Darwin Nunes. Number 2. Albert Perez.
Oh, can he get onto this?
Number 11. Pedion.
He's found a way through.
On the field.
And this is Neymar. Tries a shot! Oh, what a be quick to recover this. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on. Getting up there! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
He's had it taken off him.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
That is good strength. Cross goes in there. Pull it. Ibrahimovic. And this is Hazard. And that has put paid to that. Now who's going to be first to this? It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Not the most accurate pass. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Munich clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Now it's Inzaghi. That ball looks a good one. And he's lost his man here. Decent chance! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
They've played it short. Well, there's the clearance. Galatasaray have the chance to go the other way. Nedved. And it's Hazard. Cannavaro pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Nedved wins the duel this time.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
That pass has been well intercepted. That is a great pick out. Shot could be on. Can he finish? Relentless! Just relentless! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal.
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
Substitution.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. A case now of complete control. Diaz powering forward here, and it's Nedved. He's a sharp little ball here. Messi! Oh, he's... and another try! Real chance! It's a goal! It could be a lifeline! 2 more needed! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Galatasaray may be down, but not out just yet. That is good alertness. Van Bronckhorst aimed beyond the defence. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Osimhen, Van Bronckhorst spots it and intercepts. Looking for the run, he has a look up. Osimhen, forever the opportunist. A sniff, that's all he needs. Now this could be a chance. Osimhen! It's loose now and they want to get it... Oh, what has happened here? Look at this... Oh, shooting chance! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Neymar. Great vision. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Nedved. Oh, great leap! Firm header just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
There will be 4 extra minutes. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And that's that. Galatasaray perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause and acknowledgement of... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Against Bosnia-Herzegovina.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. There's the whistle and here we go. Fabio Cannavaro, Jim. Some people credit him with making defending fashionable again.
I didn't know it had gone out of fashion, Peter, but yeah, his exploits certainly led to the guys at the back getting a bit more credit.
Yeah, and I'm sure for you that's a very welcome development.
And long overdue.
Hullet. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. No way through. Ronaldo gets into a good position. Rodri. Space for him to turn and look. In towards... Oh, good effort! That's another chance! Oh, he hit that sweetly. Nedved. Can he get it through? That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Cannavaro. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of...
It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, it's hit the post! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him. Baresi, nicely shaped ball. He's found space here. Pinches it off him. Odo. Rodri. Galatasaray are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Hazard. He's shifting through the gears here.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Nedved. Neymar is someone with real dynamite in his boots. That ball looks a good one. Odo looking to receive it in space. Lovely bit of skill. And that was very necessary and smartly reclaimed. Tonali, Chiellini. And across. Chiellini with the clearance. And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he cuts out the supply. Tries to thread one through.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
Cleared without hesitation. Tries a shot! This time surely! Goal! Bosnia-Herzegovina! He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
You felt it was coming, 1-0.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Terrific effort! No, he didn't quite meet it right. DiMarco. Hazard. Oh, facing up to his adversary. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And he's going to have his name taken.
Well, not the best way to deal with it, but the old threat of pace clearly made him feel a tad uncomfortable.
Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle. Messi! Oh, smart save. He had plenty to do.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Now that looks a decent ball. Cristiano Ronaldo. Pull it. Ibrahimovic. Can he spark a counter here? Now, can they get him away? Elects to cross. And it's claimed by the keeper. Nedved.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Rodri. Now it's Messi. And there's the shot! Oh, that was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Just eases him off the ball. Played into space.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Otto wants to run onto this. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And it's Otto. Crosses it into the area. Oh, that was vital. And the referee has signalled for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Galatasaray trailing by the tightest of margins at half-time.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. And here is the first touch of the second half.
Galatasaray can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Tries to play it through. Nedved has a look up and delivers. Punched away. Otto made a surge from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Looking tidy in possession here. Conte, and he was alert to it. Nedved.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Messi. Searching pass he's played there. And it's Nedved. DiMarco finding himself in space. Azar. Messi. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Bosnia and Herzegovina appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple. Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Conte. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Chiellini does really well to win the ball there. Galatasaray still chasing a one-goal deficit here. Just about up to the hour now. Messi did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
The worst choice he could pick. He needed to get his head up and see the outlet to his right.
Neymar! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
The referee's awarded a free kick. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Neymar ready to try one. And this the perfect opportunity to create a cushion between them. Neymar! He doesn't look too happy with that. DiMarco. Spread neatly. Keeper has taken decisive action. Crossed in once more. Shot at goal! And it's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Substitution for Galatasaray, number 26.
So we have movement on both benches.
Number 15.
So that's two now without reply.
Number 4.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Baresi. Coming on the field, number 7.
David Villa.
Schneider.
Oh, red. Nice
Number
interception.
21. Yamal. Number
This might spell
44,
danger.
Osman.
No foul, says the
Number
referee.
8, Gerrard.
Schneider
Number
showed
3,
plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't
Substitution.
quite sort it out. And a shot! Yes! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. Simplicity itself.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.